Hey guys, welcome to yet another episode of the Shinpad podcast. I'm Bala and joined by Vignesh as usual. Hi Vignesh.
Yo, yeah, it's a good, not exactly a good time, but seeing all the injuries happening at the men's United team, and right, a tough spot to be. The fixtures are fast and very fast, and the
Extremely
women's team
fast.
progressing. Yeah, it's Wembley time on the other side, so
Yeah,
yeah, it's a
actually
mix of
both the
both.
teams are going to Wembley in the next few weeks. Men's team are
Yeah.
going this weekend and the women's team are going to go on the 14th of May. And
Mm.
this is going to be our first episode where we are going to cover extensively on the women's team of Manchester United because we are going to Wembley.
Yeah, Wembley. So yeah, but a very tough opponent
Oh
over there.
yeah,
But again, on the league as well, we do have them chasing our tails very closely with a game in hand. So to talk more about that and also the chaotic injuries that's happening again and again and again and again at the men's team as well. So yeah, Bala.
yeah.
So
Well,
how, how, how was the mood been at the women's camp?
it's been very good. We have won consistently. We have lost just against Chelsea in the league this season. It
Hmm.
both the games which we lost were against Chelsea, and the last one was particularly heartbreaking because we could have easily won that. Chelsea had a number of injuries. They just looked to hit on the counter, and they did. They scored on a counter attack, and they just scored one goal. We could have actually,
Hmm.
had we been a bit more
Or
proactive.
drawn at least.
Yeah, we kind of we used to go into a shell against all the top three
Big
sides,
teams.
Arsenal,
Yeah.
Man City, and Chelsea. Now, I guess we have overcome that pretty much against Arsenal and Man City, but it's still there against Chelsea, man. Something or the other. We kind of just we always play with the handbrake on against Chelsea, so it's understandable because Chelsea are heads and shoulders above every team
Yeah.
in this country,
Mm.
and I guess they're one of the top three sides in Europe right now, apart from
Mm.
Barcelona and
Awesome. Mm.
yeah, probably Lyon. So
Mm.
Chelsea are
Mm.
very tough to beat, and
Mm.
they just find the narrowest of gaps and sneak through. So if we had won that match, we would have been comfortably sitting on top because we
Mm.
have two big games versus Arsenal and Man City. Arsenal coming
Mm.
right next. They have like a huge list of injuries as well. Arsenal's
Mm.
top scorer Miedema is out for the season. Their second top scorer and England superstar Beth Mead is also out for the season. So they they have brought in a couple of replacements, but they are clearly short in that area. So we have to capitalize because this is, I guess, the best chance for us to do so. And we have to break into that top three. It's been like what 5, 6 seasons since the same
Mm.
top three has repeated itself: Chelsea, Man City, and Arsenal. The order has changed, but the top three the sides haven't changed. So yeah, let us see what we can do against Arsenal tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a pretty important game. Seeing that Chelsea's are also having a game in hand, and following Arsenal, we do have a Aston Villa game. That's I think going to be tricky as well, since they are
Yeah,
also following the top maybe three or four. I think four they can challenge,
yeah,
but
they even
yeah.
beat Man City, Aston Villa. They did a good job for us. They have signed some amazing players, Rachel Daly of England, and uh,
Yeah, I think she's been the top. Okay, not top. I'm not
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
I
she they signed her recently, and they
mm,
have our former player Kirsty Hansen, who has been doing an amazing job, and they
mm,
also signed Lucy Staniforth from us just in this winter window. We because we
mm.
weren't using her, we are just pretty much going in with the same 11 again and again, game after game. So Staniforth didn't get a chance after her injury, so she was also sold, and
Mm,
they also signed Jordan Nobbs from Arsenal. So they have
mm,
an excellent team actually. Surprising that they've like bought so many good players, but
mm.
yeah, a lot of experience in that team. So we need to be on our toes against them as well. We have
But
a
you did touch upon the point of like we are playing with the same team again and again. I think there is some sort of criticism over there that we are not
yeah,
rotating our players. There's a slight criticism on the coach as well. So um, yeah, I don't know how that's gonna fair up. Seeing the
Yeah,
almost similar situation in the men's team as well. But yeah,
yeah. At
Ten Hag
least, yeah, Ten Hag doesn't have a lot of options, right?
options. Yeah.
Skinner does have a lot of options. I mean, Adriana Leon, she was a winger who was bought by Skinner, but he hardly used her. I mean, people could argue that she had a couple of injuries and all that, but she played only what 81 minutes or something. And then now she has gone on loan to Portland Timbers in the USA. So she has hardly played a game and she's now just vanished. That is very disappointing because even our winger Lucia Garcia had to wait for I mean,
Mm,
she started a few games at the start and then she just went off. She had to wait for a
mm,
few months to again get the starting place back. So
mm,
it's a bit annoying because Borisa, she shows so much promise every time she comes on and plays, even if it's for 20 minutes or so. So it's
mm,
disappointing that, not, I mean, we're not asking for them to start every game. It's just that
mm,
if you're rotating things up and giving players chances, give them
mm,
those extra 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I guess that's what the fans want.
mm, mm. Yeah, that's a fair point. And yeah, let's talk about the last match as well. I didn't watch the match live.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the Brighton match. I think
that was
almost the 90th
crazy.
minute, 90th minute goal we had after conceding an own goal, I guess, in the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
half, if I
It was
remember. Yeah.
Mary Earps had a David De Gea
It-
moment.
yeah. That's yeah. Don't remind me of David De Gea ever. But yeah, that was a thrilling win over there, and that sealed our position. As you said, like May 11th is going to be big for.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
we're
going to
going
be
there
huge.
after a long time, a long
Yeah,
gap.
this is the first time actually for the women.
First time. Okay.
Yeah, we have won the championship, but we have never
Mm,
been to the Wembley. This is the first time that we'll be going to the Wembley. We have, I
mm,
mean, of course, players have played at Old Trafford, so they know
mm,
that, and they. The good thing is we often do well in big stadiums, like these huge
mm,
stadiums. So I
mm.
hope Wembley gives
Brings the best. Yeah.
uh, because Chelsea, I mean, for me, going to this final alone is like
Mm,
a win already. So
mm,
a win will be something special, but I'm not counting my chickens yet because it's Chelsea. And
yeah.
yeah, the late winner, we have to talk about that. Rachel Williams, she has impacted every game. Some of our friends suspected her signing because she was a bit old. Like they didn't know why we were bringing her in from Tottenham, but she has
Mm,
scored three. Important match-winning goals
thanks. Yeah.
already. She has won us like 4 points in the league, and now she has also put us through to the finals of the FA Cup. So,
Mm,
good job. I mean, while we have to criticize Skinner for not using some of the signings, Rachel
mm,
Williams has been a very shrewd signing.
yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, that's important game tomorrow, and we're
Yeah,
looking forward to
Arsenal
it.
and
And yeah, that's on that. I mean, we do have good scoring.
yeah,
People also in the top three.
we have the best scoring record in the league, and we also have the best defensive record in the league. So we have
Mm,
kept the most clean sheets. It's all looking nice because
on both side, on both side,
yeah,
on
on
both
both
women and
sides.
but yeah, that's a different topic. Let's deep dive into it when we go into that. But yeah, that's a pretty good defensive season also we're having now.
Yeah, the next I guess 3-4 games will define our season because it's
Mm,
Arsenal, Aston Villa away, Tottenham, and
Tottenham, yeah.
yeah,
Mm,
Tottenham, we will win most probably, but Tottenham, they do have some good players there. So it's not
mm,
going to be as easy as people might think of Tottenham
mm,
to be. And then we have this huge game against Man City in the league. Before that, we'll obviously play Chelsea in the FA Cup final, but we'll also have Man City to,
mm,
navigate. So just somehow beat Arsenal, Aston Villa, and Man City because they're going to be huge. And yeah,
mm.
speaking of contributions and everything, Ona Bhatia has contributed to 15 goals, I guess, this season. She has been brilliant.
Assist, yeah. Mm,
Yeah, for a right back to do that, I mean,
mm,
yeah, it's incredible.
mm. I think
And
even Elatune also has been very good. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
Elatune
Elatun
along
has
with
been very good. Yeah,
Ona Battle, so yeah, that's pretty good for a right back. Yeah.
yeah, for a right back to bang in so many assists. I mean, I'll be gutted if we lose her to Barcelona again because
Mm.
she we also need to sort these contracts out. I guess players are waiting for us to qualify for Champions League, and I guess the offers have not been enough as well with the ownership change and all
Mm.
that. And I really hope that happens soon as well because we.
Mm.
I don't want us to lose quality players because we have already lost some players. While we
Yeah.
have brought in some amazing players like Maya Leticia, I mean,
Mm.
I didn't expect her to have such a good season like this. I mean, I knew that she was amazing because she had already played like what 70, 80 games for
Mm.
Brighton, and she had the most number of games played as a teenager in the Super League, Women's Super League. So she was
Mm.
pretty great, but I didn't expect her to make jump up this quickly. So yeah,
Mm. Mm. Yeah, that's great. I mean, nice. I mean, I didn't know much about it until you uh, introduced me to all these things. So yeah,
yeah,
it's nice to
and
see my interest also springing up on all this. So
yeah.
uh,
So yeah, let us hope we do well, and let us hope Skinner at least tries to rectify some of these things because
mm.
fans need to put that trust on him more and more. So he needs to repay some of it by making the
Mm.
players feel comfortable, and not only the first 11, obviously everyone. And yeah, hopefully we can deliver some good results as well. The last 5 games plus one are going to
Mm.
be crucial. So yeah, let's
Mm.
hope we winning the league is a bit of an outside. I mean, yeah, it's kind of outside our realm right now. At least that's what I feel. But
Mm.
if we can do it, then yeah, just win all the remaining 6 games. So who knows
Mm.
what's going to happen?
Yeah. Fair enough. And yeah, from that to let's jump to uh, I mean, slightly anxious side of
Yeah,
Red. What's happening over there, Bala? I mean, the mood has been. I mean, it's been very mixed, to be very honest. Uh, we lost at Newcastle, and post that there was a lot of pressure on us to win with all the injuries. Then we drew against. Uh, we drew in the what is that in the Europa
yeah.
Leagues.
Oh
So
my God,
that
Sevilla,
that was
Sevilla
surprising.
gives me PTSD. Yeah,
It a lot of questions over there. I mean, what's wrong over there? I think Digia as usual was atrocious. I think
yeah,
Malaysia had a very poor game. I don't know. It felt very flat after the first half. So almost like I don't know. I had no
yeah,
emotions talking about that match. It,
yeah.
it almost
Exactly.
reminded me of the Everton match that we had.
Oh yeah,
So like even after conceding the second goal, like it felt like we are going to lose. They were Sevilla were giving it all to win the match, even the last maybe in
yeah,
30-40 seconds. So
yeah.
what was your opinion on that?
It was very weird. Yeah, it's the same actually. I didn't feel comfortable at all even after going to up as you said because
Mm.
something felt weird. I texted you saying we have never been in this position in a long while. Actually, scoring two this early, so I don't.
Yeah.
I guess the players didn't know what to do after that, but
Mm.
we missed a lot of chances in the first half, which I guess proved detrimental. And then
Mm.
Weghorst should have squared that one better. Instead, he gave it to Malasia, and Malasia just rocketed it above the crossbar. So that goal must have sealed the tie actually, but we missed all our chances, and those chances came back to bite us. And then again, lethargic defending. I mean, Malasia should have done better. He was just, yeah, it was very casual from him, and the second goal was also very poor. So yeah, it we just crumbled a bit there, and everything that could go wrong went wrong. Lisandro Martinez got injured and he's out.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he's just out for 2 months because when he got injured, we were fearing for the worst actually. So,
Yeah.
and-
Like
but
I
he's also
had
out.
the injury, same injury what
Yeah,
Martinez also had the same area, same that that put me out of maybe more than 4 months, I guess.
yeah, you did
So
have a surgery, so your rehabilitation time was gotten longer. But
yeah,
Martinez has had a very quick surgery, so
yeah,
hopefully he gets back in a couple of months because we need him as
we
soon as
need
possible.
yeah, yeah. Talking about Wembley as well. We do have a big match coming up. Okay, we do have two big matches. Yeah, before that, we'll just round up the one more match we had with Nottingham. I think, thank
Yeah,
God we scored the second goal, or else it would have been
yeah,
uh,
similar story.
similar story. Bruno has been very brilliant in all these games. I don't know where we would be without him. And
Yeah,
I don't know. I have a slight frustration towards Casemiro as well. I'm not sure. I hope he doesn't lose balls very easily. So that's one frustrating point that uh, I faced in the game. But yeah, DK
yeah,
has been very atrocious. I was talking about you were talking about the clean sheets. We do have the most clean sheets in the league, but I don't know. I'm slightly feared that it won't give him another extra extension
yeah,
of the
extension,
contract.
because
That's
it's a problem. De Gea, I mean, while he did a bit well against Nottingham, we really do need him to do well till the end of the season at the very least. But we need a better goalkeeper. That's for sure. We need a better goalkeeper. We need another midfielder, because
hmm,
we could see how much difference Eriksen made when he came on
yeah,
against
that's true.
Nottingham. We were so comfortable in possession. I mean, obviously Nottingham weren't much of a threat, but we did show a lot of class in possession. We held on to the ball better. We controlled the tempo of the game, which we couldn't do against Sevilla. Even after scoring two, we could never control the tempo of that game. We were just making all these silly one-touch passes. Why, why were they like Casemiro was playing like he had one foot on a landmine. Like every time he was just hitting the ball like 20 yards, 15 yards. Just take a touch, bro. Chill. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was very weird. So yeah, I hope we move away from De Gea. I mean, De Gea has been a legend. De Gea has given us a lot of great moments, but it's
Hmm.
time to go. So we need,
It's very confusing as well. I mean, seeing the number of goals we have given this time,
yeah,
and we are still with the highest number of clean sheets. So it's I don't know. It's both. It's
yeah,
bad
because
on all
we have
of us.
conceded goals in clusters, like in a single
The
game.
big games, yeah,
Yeah, conceded six versus City, conceded four versus Brentford, seven versus Liverpool, three versus Arsenal. But then we have had our share of clean sheets too. So
yeah, yeah. That's yeah. I mean, we're still getting there. Not complaining that we're not doing good, but yeah, right. The usual flutters that happens along the way, it needs to be rectified. We need more
yeah,
signings, that's for sure. Or else it's going to be like biting us with seeing the number of injuries we're having. Yeah, but then moving on to the next big game, Wembley. So we talked about the women's team playing against Chelsea. So we do have another Wembley game against Brighton, and it's going to be very tough.
yeah, it's going to
Seeing
be
their
huge.
players winning a lot of points in the fantasy league for many of us. So it's going to be a big game. There is a chance that we might get to see a derby final. I think that's going to hit like a crack, I guess.
Yeah,
Uh,
that will sell a lot of
mm,
tickets, lot of I mean, it'll bump up the TV ratings and all that.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
stuff. But it's
Mm,
going to be very crazy, I guess, because we have to first navigate Brighton. Brighton have been amazing ever since
mm,
De Zerbi has come in. He is
mm,
just wow. It's just
yeah.
yeah,
They
stunning.
recently, yeah, the last game they won
Oh my God,
against
the game against Chelsea. I
Chelsea. I don't know what's happening with Chelsea. That's another story to tell. Maybe at the end of the season, perhaps, I guess. But yeah, talking about Brighton, and they're in a very good situation on the table, I guess. And we are now in the third position with 3 points ahead of Newcastle. So what's the next game against whom we are playing against? I think
in
it
the
should be
league.
relatively.
I have no idea. It's Sevilla, Brighton right now.
Yeah,
It's Tottenham. Tottenham. We are playing against Tottenham.
Tottenham. Oh, it's an away game. So
Yeah.
okay, I'm remembering flashbacks of watching a live Tottenham game with Bala at Bangalore.
Oh
So,
yeah. Uh,
with
the one
with
who don't
Bala's
want to name about. Yeah.
yeah, I think the one that shouldn't be named. Yeah, that's a good title for the episode. But yeah, few flashbacks of watching that game together. Yeah, and we do have a very tough lineup as well. Aston Villa have been in tremendous form. They won, I guess, five on the trot. Uh, then we have Brighton and West Ham. It's going to be very tough in the league as well. Post
Yeah,
the
it's going to be tough, especially
Brighton
with
and
all the injuries. Yeah, because we have how many players out? Let us start from goalkeeping.
top.
Heaton is
Yeah.
out. After Heaton, it's Varane. Varane will be back in.
Even if DK is going to injured, I think he's going to still keep playing. That's the point. Varane
Yeah,
is out.
Varane is out.
Martinez
Martin
is out.
is
Hmm.
Shaw is out.
Shaw
Marc
is out.
Skinner is touch and go for the Sevilla game, and
Hmm.
McTominay had a slight niggle.
Yeah.
Eriksen is back, but Sabitzer got in
Sabitzer is gone.
ups. Bruno will miss the Sevilla game
Yeah.
suspension, and
Yeah.
Rashford is still out. We don't know
Yeah.
if he's going to come back. So
Hmm.
Van de Beek is out for the
And
season.
the biggest out for season. Yeah. Martial, I think, is good. Touch wood, nothing happens.
Yeah,
I
Garnacho
mean,
is still out.
yeah. I mean, talk about Martial's game against Sevilla. So the first of Martial is what we decided to see every day in and out. So that pass to Sabitzer was out of this world especially on the
Yeah,
second goal. Uh, yeah, I think tough times. Can't say tough times. A very anxious time ahead. So let's hope that we get one from Sevilla. I'm confident. I don't know why. I'm confident that we might.
yeah.
Uh,
We have the firepower. We are not that good. It's just that we made.
yeah, exactly. I mean, seeing their form in the La Liga, so I don't think so. It's going to be big, but yeah, not to be cocky. So fingers crossed, and let's see
Yeah, see
uh,
what we can do.
what we can do. Yeah.
On that note, yeah, we are signing off, and our next 2 or even 3 episodes are going to be very big. You did show us a lot of support for the 50th episode, so these two are special episodes as well. Please, support us like how you did for those episodes. Uh, and yeah, stay tuned and keep listening and watching the Shinpad podcast. Bye.
Yeah. So